Welcome back to the OMB Law Board. I'm Simon Bennett, and today I've got our body corporate partner, Juliette Nairn, with me. Welcome back, Juliette.
Thank you very much, Simon. Good to be back.
Fantastic. So all things body corporate, I'm always confused about this, so I need some help. I own the lot. I own the balcony. I own the courtyard, or whatever it may be, and I want to do whatever I want out there. I want to have a smoke. I want to vape, but they're trying to stop me.
It's actually a little bit complicated at times, but we're going to make it as simple as possible. But the answer is a short yes, but I'm going to tell you what some lot owners can do about it as well.
Okay, so stick with us as we dive into the use of your own property within a body corporate. So, Juliette, I guess the first thing is we need to understand what constitutes the lot. What do I own in
That's
a body
right.
corporate?
So within a body corporate, the most important thing for us to look at the first place, and as an individual lot owner, when you've purchased into the body corporate, you should have got a copy of your survey plan. So that's the thing you're looking at, because that's going to tell you the boundaries of what is lot and what is common property. Now, a large proportion of the time, your garden area or your courtyard or your balcony is actually your lot property. So you have the airspace associated with that. You get to stand on it and it's yours exclusively to use.
Okay, so if it's mine, how do other people tell me what I can and can't do with it?
That's exactly right, and which is the little bit of the complex thing about living in a community title scheme. It's all about harmonious living. Now, originally, what the laws used to be is if you were smoking or causing a nuisance on your balcony, which is part of your lot property, we could draft bylaws on behalf of the body corporate to manage that process from a nuisance perspective. So you couldn't have loud parties, smoking which wafts to other people's lots or common property, because it's a hazard and it does cause a nuisance. Now, what happened in May 2024, the legislation actually changed where a body corporate is entitled, and the word is may, so it doesn't have to, it's a discretion, it's may, can prohibit you smoking on your lot property that's considered an outdoor area. So it's taken away that nuisance component and it's actually focused it as more a prohibition in terms of managing that whole community title living space.
So the slight change there is previously I had to be able to show that it was affecting adversely someone else.
That's right.
Now
Causing a
it's
nuisance.
an absolute right of the body corporate to stop me doing that.
Yes. But remember, who is the body corporate made up of? It's made up of you as a lot owner, as well as all our other member lot owners. And that's important, because how do bylaws get made and how do rules get made? Well, they're actually done at general meetings. So it's all about reading your notice and agenda for your annual general meeting, looking at the bylaws, voting at the general meeting, giving feedback to your body corporate committee about what you want as a lot owner, because you could actually be the penthouse owner living on the roof, and you may not be affecting anyone else actually having a smoke up there or doing something within your environment. So it's about participating properly in the body corporate. We see a lot of apathy. A lot of lot owners think that they just buy it and they can do what they want. But you do have to work in with the body corporate. But if you're proactive, read the bylaws, vote at the general meeting, you're going to see these type of bylaws coming up before they're made, because it's all of you guys who vote at the general meeting. So if your vote wants to be a no, then that could have a really good impact for you and what you want to achieve and maybe what others want to achieve in your body corporate, instead of just one, not voting at all and throwing those papers in the bin or deleting that email.
And it probably starts a little bit earlier, doesn't it? I mean, when I buy the unit, it's probably a good time to sit down and read the bylaws and understand what the current rules are, what I am prohibited from doing on the lot.
It is unusual for a body corporate to prohibit. Usually the word is may, so it is a discretion in terms of that. The legislative change was very important. It actually affected pets, parking and smoking. But smoking is a particular one where it does impinge upon individual rights in terms of that. So one of the ways to look at it as well, as you said, is read those bylaws, have a very clear understanding of what you're buying into. But if you want to, you can change them. Like propose a motion at your general meeting. Have a discussion with your other lot owners. Look at getting involved in the body corporate or becoming a member of a committee.
So, Juliette, I love my dogs. Can the body corporate stop me having a dog on my own lot?
No, so that was actually the opposite of what occurred in the legislation in 2024. Prior to May 2024, a lot of body corporates tried to prohibit and have dog-free or animal-free buildings, but the legislators decided, hang on, particularly as a result of COVID, that they made the change, and now it's the opposite. So a body corporate cannot prohibit animals.
That sounds good.
That's right.
But they can set rules.
But they can set rules.
So what might be some of those rules that we see from time to time regarding, my dog on my lot?
That's exactly right. So with those rules, and like anything, you can have conditions upon it. So some of those rules might be, you might have a really luxury building that you live in and a very fancy foyer area. So people don't want dogs walking through the foyer area. So it may be that they either go out through the basement or there's a separate entry or through the garage, which is a more safer place for the dog to go. Particularly going in an upper lift, because remember, some people are scared of animals. So going in a lift, it might be that the dog has to be secured, which could be in a basket or could be carried, depending on the size of the animal. So we can have different types of rules like that. Not regarding the lot property, which is your own environment for that animal, but particularly when they're crossing common property.
Yeah. So that makes sense. And it's great news that, a lot of people go out to buy a unit or downsize from a house and they want to bring their pet. So they can do it, but there may be some rules you've got to abide by.
That's right. And particularly important, if you are a smoker, make sure you do read those body corporate bylaw rules, because otherwise you will have a clash.
Okay, so circling back to our question at the start, a body corporate can stop me smoking even on my own property. They can't stop me having a dog.
Correct.
But they can set some rules around how I go about transporting that dog through common areas.
That's right.
Fantastic. So that's really informative. And from our point of view here at OMB and our body corporate team, if you are considering buying in a body corporate, or you own in a body corporate and you need help interpreting your bylaws, or in fact setting new bylaws or attending meetings and redrafting your CMS, we can help.
That's exactly right. We do a lot of the redrafting of bylaws. We look at it from a body corporate perspective, but we also keep in mind what the individual lot owners want to achieve, because they are the body corporate.
And if you don't get involved, you won't get what you want. So be an active participant in your body corporate.
Yes. No apathy.
No apathy. Thanks so much for joining us today, Juliette. If you've got a body corporate question for Juliette, hit the comment below and we'll endeavour to get back to you in a later episode. Juliette, thanks for being with us today.
That's right. Thank you very much for having me again.
And we look forward to seeing you next week on the OMB Law Board.